In today's video, we'll be ranking every reinforcement type in Star Wars Battlefront 2 using this tier list. And I figured to change things up a bit by changing your generic S, A, B, and C and D tiers to more nerdy Star Wars tiers, like the Chosen One for S tier, Jedi Master for A, Mandalorian for B, Stormtrooper for C, and then lastly, the worst tier, the Jar Jar tier, which represents the D tier. There are about 30 reinforcements in total in this game, ranging from infantry to vehicles. Yes, I am ranking the vehicles even though they are mostly buggy and garbage, but hey, some are actually fun and useful. I'll go over each reinforcement's abilities, weapons, and overall traits for this ranking. And just remember, this tier list is my opinion, so don't get all butthurt if I put the Ewok in S tier. I'm just kidding, but you get my point. Anyway, make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe. Now, let's get on with the ranking. Okay, so here we are, right? 3 quick points. One, this is my first tier list ranking. I'm using a different editing software, so just be patient with me. Second, we're going to be ranking the vehicles at the very end of the video after the infantry, just because the vehicles are just straight up garbage. Well, most of them are. They're so buggy and laggy, it's a joke. They're nearly unplayable, some of them. However, I mean, there's some that are pretty good. And I don't have gameplay footage of every single vehicle. I'm only missing like, I think 3 or 4. But for the most part, I got gameplay footage of most of the vehicles and all the infantry. And then lastly, we're not going to be spending too much time on the aerial units, because they're all pretty much the same unless you're the First Order for some reason, but I just figured get those couple points out of the way. So starting out, we got the ARC Trooper, the Chosen One. I don't even really have to hesitate there. Probably the closest thing we're going to get to Captain Rex in Battlefront 2. His abilities, the shock grenade comes in handy, especially when you're playing Capital Supremacy and you're on one of the ships where, let's say, a villain's charging you. You can chuck that down and kind of zap them and stun them. His scanner ability is cool. I mean, every infiltrator unit has got the scanner. And then probably his best ability, in my opinion, is the switching his fire rate. I feel like a lot of these reinforcements are very situational, but the ARC Trooper, what makes him so special is that you can switch your firing rate. So when you're on the ship, you can switch it to a faster firing rate where you can just melt droids. I mean, it is so fun. Close quarters combat, this guy's got it, man. And 2, if you're on Geonosis or Kashyyyk and you're trying to engage an enemy from afar, you can just switch it back to a slower firing rate with more accuracy. And not to mention, he's got a secondary fire mode where he shoots like I think an ion cannon that if you hold the left bumper or just the aim button, he shoots that, and guys, you can pretty much 2-hit any enemy. Well, at least the generic classes, your assault, heavy, and stuff like that, you can hit any droid within 2 hits pretty much if you're accurate enough. I mean, I remember getting so mad on Geonosis getting domed from 10 miles away from the ARC Trooper. It's just ridiculous with that secondary fire. Next, we got the... Who is this? Okay, this is the B2 rocket droid. I always get these two mixed up because... Well, this one is doing the fist thing where he's acting like he's all swole and everything. He just got out of the gym with 100 grams of protein. Honestly, Stormtrooper. He's not the worst, but one of the worst aerial units. Yeah, he's got the wrist rocket. Of course, he's going to be better than your generic classes because he can go up to high places. Vantage points and stuff like that where other units can't go. But his gun shoots way too slow. He's not the best aerial unit, and he's by far not a great reinforcement. I mean, he's okay, but he's not good. Mandalorian, you gotta be a good reinforcement. He's just okay. Ewok Hunter. Listen. Stormtrooper. You're already starting off, I'm going to start ranting here. You're already starting off on the wrong foot by throwing a sack of bees at the enemy.
Bees! Bees in the car! Bees everywhere! God, they're huge! They're ripping my flesh off!
You got a pouch of freaking bees that you're chucking at the enemy. I know it's supposed to be some Vietnam type situation here, like reference that George Lucas was trying to get at from the movies, but this ain't practical, man. I mean, that ability is pretty much stupid, okay, unless the whole empire is allergic to bees. I just think that was a waste of an ability slot. His instincts ability, of course, he's an infiltrator, so I mean, it's not as good. I mean, it's okay, but it's definitely, he's one of the weakest infiltrators of all the other infiltrator units. His horn, I think, reduces damage. I could be butchering that. Remember, I'm trying to remember all the abilities that these guys have. There's so many of them. But by far his worst trait is his bow and arrow. Okay, basically 10 times out of 10, you're going to be having enemies in your face. This game is not tactical, okay? You're not going to have enough time to draw back that bow and shoot somebody. Yeah, maybe Endor and Yavin 4 and whatnot. There's some occasions where, yeah, you might. If you're accurate, sure, you can, like, insta-kill assault classes and stuff like that, you know, or scout or whatever, an officer. But at the same time, no, you're not going to be that good. The only redeeming quality that this reinforcement has is that the enemies are going to be looking down towards the grass to find you. But that's about it. Next up, the Death Trooper. Honestly, ooh man, he might be another Chosen One. If not, the very top of Jedi Master. But I'm just going to go with the Chosen One just for now, because there's no complaints. There's literally not. You're going to see a lot of Death Star 2 footage right now because he excels in that. I mean, he excels in any map, really. His E11 shoots just right. His gun is just really good. And his abilities are all good. The Thermal Imploder works perfectly in the Death Star 2. The Overload, his middle ability, which is called Overload, makes his gun shoot faster. So that's extremely good. You get to really kill enemies and stuff. And then if you got the right star cards equipped, if you do his right ability, which is Fortify, he gets like 550 or like 600 HP, which is awesome. I mean, he's like a mini tank. I mean, none of his abilities are drawbacks, so right now I think I have him the Chosen One. But as we develop this list, I might have to just bring him down to the bottom Jedi Master, because I still think the ARC Trooper is miles better than the Death Trooper. Next up is this the Rebels or the Resistance? Okay, I think this is the Resistance Jetpack Trooper. Bad. Terrible. Worse than the B-2 Rocket Trooper. I feel like this is the worst aerial unit. Because the primary weapon is just extremely slow. It's just bad. It does some good damage. I mean, I guess I'll put her over the Ewok. I'm sorry, man. I really hate the Ewok Hunter. I feel like the Rebels got the weakest reinforcements in the game. Okay, she's not as good as the B-2 Rocket Droid. So she's going right there in between the B-2 Rocket Droid and the Ewok Hunter. Next up is the First Order Flamethrower Trooper. Oh, man. A lot of you are going to hate me for this. But Jar Jar. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to die on this hill. This guy is extremely situational. When you're playing Capital Supremacy, yeah, the only really time you're using them is when you're on the Capital ship. Because other than that, you're not going to be running this guy on Jakku, or like, most of the maps are open range, man, and this guy, he's extremely limited. Even his Incendiary Grenade is not even that good. I mean, of course he's got Fortified and Overload, but still though, he's not that good. His range is terrible on the Flamethrower. And yeah, like, it can melt some enemies, you can do some damage, but it's still, when you're trying to go up against like the Resistance Gunner or something like that, I feel like you would be beat one-on-one. He's not good. I think he's one of the worst reinforcements in the game due to his lack of capabilities. Next up, the Clone Commando, the Chosen One. I think, dude, if you guys play Republic Commando, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm getting some nostalgia here. Is he better than the ARC Trooper? I think so. I still do think that there's some situations where the ARC Trooper is probably better. But for the most part, you got the Clone Commando. It's cool. His gun doesn't even overheat. He's got to reload. The gun shoots fast enough where it's really good. Long distance, I say maybe the ARC Trooper probably outdoes him in that. But his anti-armor attachment is so good, man. So good. For one, you can just kill, those players that keep spawning in vehicles 24/7. Two, when you're in a capital ship, you can just like hide around a corner and keep peeking out and shooting a pack of droids with it and getting multiple kills. It's overpowered, man. And his middle ability is there's a ring around him where I think everybody takes reduced damage, I believe. So he's a good person to squad up with. And lastly, I think he's got the Pulse Shockwave. I don't know what it's particularly called, but that could come in handy, especially when a villain's rushing you, Darth Maul or Dooku or whatever, or just any close quarter encounter with an enemy. You can really, push them back with that. So the Chosen One, honestly, the top of Chosen One. Here's the Resistance Gunner. Oh man, so okay, I honestly want to say we bring him to S tier and bring the Death Trooper to Jedi Master. All right, because I think he's a really, or she. All right, I keep saying he, but I think it's a she. She's really good. All right, I think she's the best Resistance reinforcement. You're basically carrying around infinite minigun, as if you were doing the ability for the heavy class. The shoulder rush is kind of stupid. Like, I don't know how often you're going to be really contacting somebody with that. You're probably just going to be getting the hell out of the way. Let's be real here. You're going to be running, using the shoulder rush to get out. Again, similar to the Clone Commando, you got like an anti-armor shots, which decimates ATSTs. I mean, it is perfect for when the First Order team is spamming vehicles. It's awesome. And you can really do a lot of damage with the Resistance Gunner. And I think she's got the overload ability, I believe, where her gun doesn't overheat. I'm trying to remember the third ability, but yeah, like overall, her abilities are really good, and I think she definitely deserves the Chosen One right there. Next up is the Wookiee Warrior. Honestly, all right, the top of... wait a minute. Hold on. All right, I'm going to say Mandalorian. All right, but definitely not the top of Mandalorian. The problem is with the Wookiee Warrior, shoots very slow, but I tell you what, he does a lot of damage. If you do the overload, you can shoot it faster. I like the different ways you can shoot the bowcaster, whether if you want to do a more horizontal spread on it when you're in hallways and whatnot on the Death Star 2 or just on the capital ships for the Republic, or you can do more vertical for more further away engagements. The Thermo Imploder is a unique ability that he has. Kind of same with like the Death Trooper. I'm pretty sure they got the same grenade, maybe a little bit different, but same concept there. And then the Smash, the ground pound or whatever that he's got. Again, that's very situational, but when you're playing on the Death Star 2 and stuff, it comes in handy. I definitely like how he's got good amount of health at least. Definitely a little bit more than your aerial units. I would still play as him over these three down here. Or, well, definitely over the Flamethrower Trooper. Remember, this is my opinion. So I guess some of you might put the flamethrower trooper to higher, but I'm telling you, the Wookiee warrior is okay. Okay in a sense where Mandalorian, like, he is good. Now, is he great? No, he's not Jedi Master great. I mean, he's just good. All right, the B2 Super Battle Droid. Oh, man. I want to put him at S. The chosen one. Okay, I'll put him at the top. I'll put him over the Death Trooper. Listen. His gun under overload shoots extremely fast. The wrist rocket comes in handy. I've sniped some clones from like far away with the wrist rocket. Again, if you got the proper star cards, you can get a lot of health with the Fortify. I think he is better than the Death Trooper. I think he is. The wrist rocket can, kill people from a distance than what you could with the grenade. The grenade takes a minute to go off, so he's better than the Death Trooper as an enforcer, 100%. I don't know. I might even have to put him at the bottom of the chosen one, but the Jedi Master, though, I feel like he's at the top right now. Next up, we got the First Order Jetpack Trooper.
Oh, they fly now! They fly now? They fly now!
Okay. I don't even want to put him at the Jedi Master. Alright, is he the best aerial unit? He is the best aerial unit. He is the best. But out of all the reinforcements, he's definitely not Jedi Master in my opinion. The shoulder rush, again, that's extremely buggy. Again, you're probably just using that to get out of the way. The jetpack rush or whatever, where he charges forward to try to slam up against his somebody. If you try doing that, you're just going to get melted. Let's be real here. I do like how he's got like a tri-launcher or whatever it's called, where it's like a grenade launcher. That is pretty cool. I like reinforcements that have different like guns. So that's pretty cool. His main gun shoots pretty slow, not gonna lie. Not too bad though. Not as bad as the Resistance Jetpack Trooper. And two, what makes this guy so unique, what makes him the best aerial unit in my opinion, is that how he can stay up in the air. I don't understand why. I guess it's a thing to really stroke Disney's ego a little bit. For some reason, even though the old Battlefront games, the aerial units can stay up in the air for a few seconds, but in this game, it's the only aerial unit that can do that is the First Order Trooper, First Order Rocket Jumper, or whatever you want to call him. So, whatever. I guess he can stay in the air for a little bit longer, so I don't know. He's Mandalorian, though. He's over the Wookiee Warrior. Next up, this is the Imperial Rocket Trooper. He's got the E11. So the Death Trooper, I don't even think it's the E11. I've been pronouncing that wrong the whole time. I think it's like the F something or whatever, but he's got the regular E11. He's not bad. He's honestly Mandalorian again. Like, he's definitely, alright, he's better than the Wookiee Warrior. He's a good, like, the rocket launcher, again, you can use that and just commit, like, terrorism on, rebels there with the RPG. His E11 is good. It fires at a moderate pace. Again, really don't need to explain all the other aerial abilities, but he's right there, Mandalorian. Here is the clone rocket trooper with the DC-17 pistol. Honestly, second best aerial unit in the game. I'm going to put him in Mandalorian just by ranking all the reinforcements. The aerial units, they come in handy. They're good. They're good for certain play styles, but are they as good as the ones up here? No. But, like I said, I'm only putting the first... the Clone Trooper's got the best gun for an aerial unit. He literally does. You can spam that sucker and get so many kills with it. If you're so agile enough, if you got the star card that you do 3 evades and all that, it's so good. No, I'm just going to keep him right there. But honestly, these two can be interchangeable. They can, you can put the clone aerial unit over the first order aerial unit, but for right now, I'm going to leave the first order aerial unit there. All right, looks like this is our last aerial unit. This is the Rebels. Again, Mandalorian. All right. Same abilities as these two right here, you know, as the Empire and whatnot. I still think the Empire's got the better aerial unit, but the Rebels, they definitely got a solid aerial unit. So these guys are just good in their own ways. The Wookiee Warrior is definitely at the very end. I don't really care for any of the Rebels reinforcements. I really don't. The Empire beats the Rebels any day with the reinforcements. Next, speaking of Empire beating the Rebels, ISB agent. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, better than the Resistance Gunner? Is it better than the ARC Trooper? I don't know. Maybe, because I tell you what, her scanner is actually very unique. I like the hexagon look or whatever, like the shapes and all that. Just how the people highlight red is crisp. I mean, definitely not as good as the Commando droid, but she's got one of the most coolest scanners. And again, she's another one with dual-wield pistols, just like the ARC Trooper, and she's got a secondary shot where if you hold the aim button, she shoots a blast again, which you can just, if you're accurate enough, take out enemies left and right. She's got a shoulder rush, or well, not really a shoulder rush. It's just something where you can, again, get out of the battle when you're starting to get hurt, and you take reduced damage while doing that. I feel like it's something assault training. And then there's one where it's your middle ability. I totally forgot what it was called. Oh, double your efforts, where you give everybody around you, I think, reduced damage and increase damage output. Could be wrong, but I think it does something along the lines of that. Again, I'm trying to remember what these abilities all do on everybody, but I still vaguely remember it though. And I still think, though, to this day, her best quality is like her kung fu. Dude, she is boxing these Rebels like Ronda Rousey right now. I'm sure you've been watching these clips right now of me just throwing these Rebels like nothing, man. I'm doing like every kung fu move in the book on these clowns. I love that. She's got the best melee. I think she's got better melee than the Commando droid. Okay, maybe not. Maybe just second. Just second, right after the Commando droid. But yeah, the chosen one all day. She's probably just, I mean, her and the ARC Trooper are very close, man. I would almost put her over the ARC Trooper. Oh man, no, I'll keep her right there, just because the ARC Trooper's got that changing firing mode. Next is the Droideka, dude. I know a lot of people put him in the S tier kind of ranking, but I'm not. I can't. The tippity top of Jedi Master. Listen. The Droideka is awesome. Alright, he's not the best, but he's a great reinforcement. The amount of times where I'm on one of the capital ships and I just roll around like a NASCAR and then flank a group of clones or rush the objective very quickly to try to, kill the enemy team's capital ship is awesome. I love the unique playstyle that the Droideka brings in Battlefront 2. But, the bubble shield, the overload makes the blaster shoot faster. But honestly, it don't matter if you're shooting fast or slow. The damage is terrible. I get that they try to balance it out. But the Droideka, I've had so many moments where I'm just lighting somebody up with the Droideka. And it's just it's taking very little damage off of them. I'm shooting right at them. And it just I like how it has a little bit of splash damage. But man, the time to kill is too long for the Droidekas. And I really think that really hinders it. Because if you're versing a clone commando, maybe one or two other clones with them, you're dead. Let's be real here. You're really dead. This droid, this reinforcement, you need to adjust your playstyle accordingly. and do hit and run tactics. You'll have to roll in, get a kill or two and hurry up, and you better roll out. So with that, Jedi Master for the Droideka. Next up is the Sith Trooper. Alright, honestly, the Chosen One. This is the best First Order reinforcement. This is the best one. That's what I mean. I don't know who would be using the Flamethrower Trooper over the Sith Trooper. The Sith Trooper in the movies were a joke, but in the game, they are good. They are so good, man. The scanner's pretty good. Not definitely the best, but it works. Again, you got a secondary fire mode. A secondary fire shot where if you hold the aim button, you get to shoot like a beam. And you can just kill enemies that way, just like the ARC Trooper and the ISB agent. His gun shoots really good. Like, it's perfect, man. It's very accurate, too. He's also got a grenade that, like, not only blows up enemies, but also prevents them from regenerating health. And he's also got an ability where, I think it's a combat rush, where he takes reduced damage, you run faster, and also when you kill enemies, you gain some health back. So, all of his abilities are good. I mean, I really think, is he better than the Resistance Gunner, though? I mean, God, like, it just depends, though. It depends. Maybe. You know what? I'm going to put him over the Resistance Gunner. Because I feel like his gun just works better. Even though the minigun's really good, trust me, you get to melt enemies like Swiss cheese. But, like, the Sith Trooper is just kind of cool, man. The grenade comes in handy. The combat rush. Yeah, I'm happy with putting him in right here. Right in, kind of like in the middle of the Chosen One there. Next up, we got the Commando Droid. Guys, I played this guy a lot, and I'm not going to lie. I know this is a hot take. Jedi Master. Listen, the clones just got better reinforcements over the Separatists. Now, the clone droid, I say clone droid, are you kidding me? The Commando Droid, okay, has the best scanner out of all the infiltrators, hands down. And then he's like, scanning targets. Alright? I know, good impression, right? But he's got the best scanner. His smoke grenade, comes in handy. His evades are the best in the game. Okay, if you have the star card where he gets 3, best in the game, right? His sword is really good. He's got the best meleeing in that department. He can just knock heroes back, put them on the ground. His biggest drawback is his gun. His gun sucks. His gun is, like, it shoots way too slow. And I swear, when I 1v1 Commando clones, they kill me. I mean, I could try and melee them and stuff, get close, and try evade and shoot in the head, but it's like, man, I wish the gun did more damage or a shot a little bit faster, but I don't know. I know so many of you are foaming at the mouths right now, but I can't. Like, maybe he is, I could do this. All right, I can do that. Maybe, okay, I would say he is better than Resistance Gunner. All right, can we agree with that? Just because he's very agile, I feel like that's his best quality. His sword is really good. His scan's the best. I'll do that, okay? I swear. You know what's funny? All these are infiltrator units. All of these. No, wait a minute. What am I talking about? That's an enforcer. But most of the infiltrators are just really good. But, I don't know. The Resistance Gunner's, I guess, great. It's great, but it's not perfect. This is the Resistance Spy. I can't even remember his, like, actual name. I'm not going to lie. Probably like the top of Mandalorian. He doesn't even deserve Jedi Master. He's easily one of the... Well, okay, the Ewok Hunter is the weakest infiltrator, but he's up there. His scan is the worst, though. He's got the worst scanning ability in the game. It's literally ridiculous. oh, it can call a bombardment. It's still terrible. I mean, when you're in a capital ship, it's not good. His baton is nowhere near as good as the commando droids, or you know, it's not nowhere near as good. Okay, he's got a decent weapon, but it shoots slow. It does some good damage. You can do the overload, I believe, or some type of ability where it shoots faster, but it's very limited. He's good. He's a good reinforcement, guys. I'm not saying he's bad, but I'm telling you, these 4 up here in Jedi Master beat the Spy for the Resistance. So that concludes all of our infantry, right? Now, this is the LAAT, I believe, the Republic gunship. Jar Jar. Listen, when a 2005 game can make you fly this thing freely, that's good. But why does EA make it where you're on like a roller coaster, where you're just circling around in one motion, one speed the whole time? You know, it's so hard to get kills. You're just on a rail the whole way. It is terrible. I can't believe something so iconic as the Republic gunship, and they do that to it. It's not good, guys. It's a terrible vehicle. Next up, we got the ATST. Honestly, right there. I think right there. I mean, whoa, man. Because I play a lot of the aerial units, but alright, the top of Mandalorian. Just because, you know, you can get a lot of kills with the ATST. Again, it varies on the map, but like Hoth, as you're seeing here, like Hoth is just really good. You can kind of just hide behind like a little snowbank and just blast enemies from a distance. There's really no wrong range for this vehicle. You can just kill people from like a mile out. The grenades are really good. You can just do the grenade ability and just melt a hero that's close for infantry. ATST's got the rocket. It's got the pulse thing too to scan the environment. It's really good. I'm not going to lie. If you got the correct star cards for more health and all that, it's probably one of the best vehicles in the game as far as reinforcements. I think so. It works well even on Yavin 4. It's not too bad. It just sucks how some of the maps are just so weird on the layout. But overall, I feel like, well, Tatooine. Tatooine is something I forgot. Tatooine, it's a killer because you're towering over, you know, the town, man. You're towering over all the little huts and houses and stuff. So the ATST goes in Mandalorian. It's good. It's not like the best, but it's right in the middle there. The speeder, Jar Jar. It's worse than the Republic gunship. Unless you're trying to reenact Pearl Harbor and you're going to do kamikaze attacks like I am right now in this footage, this is terrible. And I guess when they put the speeder, I guess they mean speeders for the Rebels and Empire, and then also their First Order speeder, which is totally different, but it's still considered a speeder class. As you can see, it's totally different. So, whatever, I guess. I don't know why it's so much different in that aspect, but overall, as the speeder classes go, they're all terrible, man. They're not good. It's so hard to aim. Good luck trying to get a kill with it. I'm only like rank 3 or 4 on speeder classes. This is the STAP, I believe it's called. Terrible. Terrible again. Whatever. I'll put it over the speeder. It's technically the droid speeder. It's iconic, but it's so, like, why is it where the vehicles are so clunky to control in this game? I guess Kashyyyk, it's like okay. Like, no, I can't even say it. It's just terrible. Like, I'm not even going to go over the maps. It's terrible in all maps, okay? What is this, the ATRT? All right, I'm going to put it over these 3. It's more controllable. Like, you can at least not commit suicide doing it, and you can move around freely. The abilities, I think it's got like a scanner. It's got like another firing mode. Because I'm trying to remember. I don't really play as the ATRTs. It's alright. It's definitely still... I'm going to be playing as the ATST or the others down here over this. So, yeah. AAT... Alright, I'm going to put over... Alright, I'm going to put... Oh, man. Alright, I'm going to put at the bottom of Mandalorian. Yeah, like maybe over the Wookiee Warrior. You know what? Alright, I'm going to move up here. Maybe like right here, right? Just because, like... Okay, the main turret where you can hit the middle ability, that's pretty overpowered, right? You can snipe enemies left and right with that. It's got like rocket launchers, but it's very short range, but it's only if like a TX-130 or whatever, TX tank or RX, I can't remember. I think it's the TX tank that the clones have. Try to bum rush you. You can do that. And then the link fire mode is like okay. But the problem is it's so big, and Kashyyyk, you're getting stuck on plants. Same with Felucia, you're getting stuck on plants. You're getting stuck on stuff constantly. Naboo, same thing. Very limited in where you can go. I mean, now that I'm saying that, maybe drop it down just a little bit. Now, I'm not saying it's bad. When you can get set up and you got a good open space, you can get a lot of kills. You can easily go on like a 15 to 20 player kill streak easily. Pretty easily. I mean, you just gotta try to fight off enemy vehicles when they try to come after you. But the AAT is alright. It's pretty good. So then there's the ATTE, which I have no footage of because it's only on Felucia and then Geonosis when you're playing on the Galactic Assault. But I have played it before. I mean, it's got a lot of HP. It's just very limited. Like Felucia, you're not going anywhere with it. You're not. You're in one little section. Geonosis under Galactic Assault is probably be your best bet. But like, dude, I'm going to put it that low, maybe at the bottom of Stormtrooper, just because it's like, hell, you're going to have more usability with the Ewok Hunter, the Resistance Jetpack Trooper, and the B-2 Rocket Droid over that. I mean, hell, even, man... No, I have a special hatred for the Flamethrower Trooper. At least when you get into this and Geonosis or something, you can do some damage, but it's so limited in its usability. Yeah, I'm just going to stick it right there at the bottom, Stormtrooper. Then here's the AT-AT. Alright, at the top of Jar Jar. Okay. The main problem is... It's like the Republic gunship. You can't move anywhere. You're on a timer, just like the Republic gunship. You can only look so much to the left, so much to the right. So if you're dealing with an experienced enemy team, they're just going to get the hell out of your sight of view. You know, they're going to get the hell out of your, your line of sight, so to speak, right, of your guns. You could call an orbital bombardment. Can work in some scenarios. You can do like the 2 turbo blasters at the bottom of it. But dude, it is so very limited where it's not good. It's not. I'm telling you right now, it's not good. So here's the Republic tank. Honestly, it's got different abilities. Well, it's got the link fire again. It's got like another ability where it's like you spam, like you just rapid fire, which is pretty unique, but it's like you gotta aim correctly. Then the last abilities were, I think it's the middle one, where you charge up the blast. It takes a while, but you shoot like, the ion cannons. I keep saying ion cannons, but you get what I'm saying. Like the blue fire, blue beams, and it does a lot of damage, especially against the AAT, more so than the AAT's main turret. When you're using the top turret of the AAT, honestly, it's better than the AAT. I think so. Depending if you can charge it up fast enough and land, 2 hits on the AAT before the AAT gets so many hits off of you. So it's definitely better. I mean, honestly, and too, it moves around faster. Alright, I'm gonna put it maybe like that. Maybe, okay, I'm just going to leave it like that. It's good. They're both good vehicles for the Clone Wars era. Here's the MTT, or MMT, or whatever it's called. I think it's the MMT. I don't know. Whatever. Again, I'm probably butchering some names here. Terrible. Probably, no, hold on. Let me put the AAT. No, AAT is better than that. Whatever, I'll put the Flamethrower Trooper like that. Listen, again, just like the AAT, it's going one direction. You're on a timer. It's terrible. The guns, whatever. You have very limited line of sight. I'm not even going to go any more in depth than that. Whatever the hell this is, I honestly, I don't even play really sequel trilogy stuff. And when I do, it's mainly, well, for like this video, or if I just want to try out. I don't even know what the hell this is, and I doubt it's any good. It looks like something you would commit suicide with. So I'm going right there. So there, guys. There is my tier list ranking of the Star Wars Battlefront 2 reinforcements. Let me know in the comments what your tier list ranking will look like. Well, hold on. I'm going to switch. I'm sorry. Okay, I have to put these two over the Droideka. I'm sorry. I have to. I literally have to. Just because the B2 and the Death Trooper are better than the Droideka, in my opinion. So, yeah. I think that is final. That is how I'm going to end it off. Comment down below what you would change, because I'm sure we all have different opinions on this. And also, like the video, man. And if I get a lot of feedback, a lot of likes, maybe some comments of me to do different tier list rankings, if you guys enjoyed it, then I would do more in the future. So make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe. And this is The Gamer Nerd, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.